Hello and welcome to SuperGrads by Top Rankers, India's most personalized MBA preparation platform. My name is Vijyaditya Singh. I am Ahmedabad batch of 2024, bringing to you again at 5 p.m. today the five-part series on innovation and entrepreneurship for the upcoming CMAT exam. CMAT exams date are already out. There is no change in the dates as was speculated in the market from a lot of student communities. That feedback came because there was no admit card being downloaded or all of those things. None of that is true. The exam is still on time. Um, so yeah, let's get started in the five-part series of innovation and entrepreneurship. In the past four sessions, we've already covered some key concepts, how the exam is marked in general, the different types of questions that come in, some very important frequently asked questions. We'll take a quick recap of the entire series today, and towards the end, we'll finally dig down on some extremely important topics that would be the cherry on the cake for your preparation for the CMAT program. This five-part series is going to be an extremely comprehensive takeaway for you if you want to study for CMAT's exam, particularly for this specific topic. Let's get started. Let's do a quick revision of everything that's been covered so far, and then let's take it forward. In session number one, we covered some exam pattern overview and key topics and concepts. We understood how the exam works, what is the different marking schemes. Of course, needless to say, this is my coupon code. In case you want to enroll with us for your GDPI preparation, maybe if your XAT results have come out today, or if any other exam has come out for which you would want to be preparing for your GDPI interviews, or if you want to prepare for CAT 2026 in general, this referral code will be extremely useful for you in order to get a 15% instant discount. Just apply this when you go to the top rankers website and choose the course that you want to apply for. Going ahead, just a quick revision of the entire exam. There will be 80 odd marks that you can score from 20 questions in the innovation and entrepreneurship series. Unlike a lot of other questions, this will not be a four option answer. This will be a five option answer. The difficulty would be moderate to difficult. You get a +4 for doing the right answer, unlike CAT where you only get +3. You get a -1 for doing the wrong answer and then 0 for doing no answers. You should typically be spending 25 to 30 seconds at max in solving one of these questions because they are very application-based direct questions, and then you can perhaps spend the rest of the time in other series. We talked about what entrepreneurship is. Quick revision: entrepreneurship is opportunity meets risk taking. Starting and growing a business by identifying an opportunity and taking a risk. That is what entrepreneurship means. There are different types of entrepreneurs, and entrepreneurship can be done by identifying an opportunity, taking a bigger risk to it, innovating something new in the market. They're creating new kinds of value or creating more profits. There are different models of entrepreneurship, from opportunity model to innovation to resource based and to entrepreneurial ecosystem. You can go to the first episode of this series and deep dive into any of these topics as and when required. There are then a lot of theories and frameworks, from the classical economic theory to Schumpeter's innovation theory to psychological theory by McClelland. Then there's the sociological theory, and then there's the opportunity theory based from Kerzner's model. We also talked about different types of entrepreneurship, from innovative entrepreneurship to imitative entrepreneurship to Fabian entrepreneurship to drone entrepreneurship and social and serial entrepreneurship. It's extremely important that you are very well versed with instinctively the definitions and the meaning of each of these so that you are able to answer any application-based questions also that might be coming out of these. That was how we concluded session number one. Let's move to session number two now. We talked about some question types and formats, how are different questions working. When we also talked about some frequently asked concepts. We talked about will be some sort of specific MCQ based directly out of the definitions as we've already been teaching. There would be a lot of differences and comparison. This would check how closely you understand the differences between two things instead of just understanding one specific thing in general. Say, for example, the difference between innovation and entrepreneurship, while both words have two distinct definitions, what is the key difference between two of them are things that could be asked in the differences and comparison pieces. We'd also talked about certain case study, what in specific it could be a disruptive innovation, what could be an incremental innovation, and all these examples are real life examples of which questions can be asked in the upcoming CMAT exam. Let's talk about assertion reasoning. There will be certain facts or a theory given based on the entrepreneurial ventures. Say, for example, if somebody asks you what would be the right innovation or what would be the right intent with which an entrepreneur should go ahead with, then you need to reason out through a lot of these other things. Then, of course, there will be matching questions. There will also be current affairs. Current affairs, particularly regarding government schemes and initiatives, forms a very big piece of the CMAT exam GK session. Those were some innovations and concepts. We already covered entrepreneurship. This is where we covered what innovation and concepts usually mean. We go ahead, we understand entrepreneurship in India in general. We understand the different phases in which India has gone through in its entire pre-independence to present era of entrepreneurship, from pre-independence and traditional traders to post-independence, PSUs like BHEL, SAIL. We went through liberalization where we invited a lot of international organizations to do entrepreneurship in India. To today's time where we're doing a lot of Indian startups themselves, and India has become the third biggest unicorn producing country in the world. We talked about different dimensions of and challenges of entrepreneurship. We talked about the government's promotion, especially through Startup India, Mudra Yojana, Skill India, Atal Innovation, and Make in India. These five are the most important government initiatives that you can perhaps fully expect to come in the upcoming CMAT questions for innovation and entrepreneurship. These have already been asked multiple times. If you know the full form of Mudra, if anybody who's watching us live right now, if you would like to comment what is the full form of Mudra, that would mean that you are in a better off state and better prepared for understanding and giving the upcoming CMAT exam. Yeah, we talked about the definition of startup, what the turnover limit should be, how much years old should this be. We talked about how do we get registered and what is the innovation that is required to be making sure all of this is done. Then we talked about session number three. We talked about more frequently asked concepts based on our analysis of previous year papers. And what we came to realize was we need to understand what intellectual property rights mean, what patents are, what copyrights are, how are they different from trademarks, and what trade secrets are in the examples from each of these. We talked about the different components that a business plan should have. Say, for example, if you want to start your own startup, if you have answered all of these questions individually, then you are in the perfect state to be doing your business or to be talking about your business to your investors or to your customers. Then comes different types of entrepreneurs. We've already covered innovators, Fabian, imitators, and drones. Drone again are neither people who neither innovate or succeed in the business. They just replicate a specific business unless time runs out and they need to lose their market share. They typically get acquired or they lose business in themselves. There are different funding sources. If in case you want to start a startup or want to fund a startup, you can bootstrap your own money. You can get angel investors who are individuals who invest in money. Venture capitals are professionals who are funding for growth. These are typically more sophisticated setups. And then there's, of course, crowdfunding, where you collect a lot of small amounts through many people, typically for college festivals and other community support events. We also talked about a lot of risk management strategies. We also already saw a question that came in the previous year question on market feasibility analysis last year. I hope this was helpful for you. We thought about scaling up a business. What are the major constraints that come in growing an enterprise? We talked about time management, human resource management, financial planning, market potential diversification, and performance measurement. We talked about what the government in itself is doing to promote entrepreneurship in India. This is extremely important considering the fact that CMAT has already asked questions on these specific topics. We need to identify and select the right entrepreneurs to be investing into. The people who would be invest, who would teach them then would be extremely important. Then would come what is being taught, and towards the last is support network. As I've already mentioned in my previous classes earlier, the support network that entrepreneurs have, the startup ecosystem in India is a very well-knit community. Everybody in the ecosystem almost gets to know of the other person's goods and bads. So yeah, it's very extremely important that all of them come together and help each other as much as possible because yeah, support network is the one that drives entrepreneurs forward. In the last session, that was session number 4, we covered some previous year questions. These were more numerical based than understanding based questions. You could understand from the concepts that we've taught in the class as to how we want to go about them. However, in today's class, another transition from the last question of the last class, we will talk in this specific class about more numerical numbers, and it's extremely important and very important for you to be attending this lecture because in all other classes and sessions previously, we've only talked about explanations and theories and English. This is going to be an extremely number-driven previous year questions session. This is the last session, and we will conclude the entire piece and the best takeaways that you can take for the upcoming CMAT exam. So yeah, I think we can get started with this. Welcome again to the fifth session and the last session of the CMAT Innovation and Entrepreneurship series. Like and get started. In case, of course, there's my coupon code. You've already heard about it. In case you want or any of your friend wants to get a referral, and you can get a discount as well. Okay, let's jump straight to it. Which day is celebrated as the National Startup Day in India? Any of our viewers would like to comment on this? The National Startup Day in India is celebrated on which day? Okay, just in case, even if you had not thought about it, there are two options that are on 16th, high probability that it is between either of them, 16 Jan and 16 September. The correct answer to this one is 16th of January. 16th of January is when the Startup India initiative in the year 2016 was launched. To commemorate this, the same is celebrated on 16th of January. Just to remember this, startups means starting. Starting happens in the month of January. Startup India initiative is what drove the National Startup Day. And since the year was 2016, you can remember the number 16 and startup. So 16 January is where National Startup Day in India was celebrated. Uh, Sonali Gadwal. That's right, Sonali. Okay, question number 2. Who won the Economic Times Startup of the Year Award 2025? Anybody in the comment section would like to reflect on this? Who won the Economic Times Startup of the Year Award 2025? Was it Urban Company, Lenskart, Zerodha, Zomato? Urban Company helps provide day-to-day daily services in urban cities. Lenskart helps to make glasses. Zerodha is a stock brokerage firm, and Zomato delivers food and a lot of other quick groceries. Anybody in the comment section? Okay. The right answer to this is number A. Urban Company got Economic Times Startup of the Year Award 2025. But do not get confused because Lenskart, Zerodha, and Zomato, all of them themselves have also won the same Economic Times Startup of the Year award, just not in 2025 is all. That's right, Pratiksha. Uh, Urban Company is the right answer. Let's quickly go to question number 3. Let's see what we have in store for us. According to a market data and analytics firm Kantara, which of the following is India's most valuable brand in 2025? Now, Kantara reports are extremely famous. When I used to be in my consulting years after I did my MBA from IIM Ahmedabad, I worked heavily with search market data and analytics firms. Kantar report is an extremely important firm, and you must know if somebody mentions this in your interviews as well. Based on this, the most valuable brand in 2025 was it Airtel, was it HDFC, was it TCS, or was it Infosys? Anybody in the comment box would like to comment the right answer? Pratiksha says C is the right answer. Let's see if that is the right answer. I don't think that is the right answer. HDFC Bank is the most valuable brand leading the Kantar Brand 2025 report with nearly $45 billion surpassing TCS and Airtel. Uh, So yeah, while HDFC Bank is the most valuable brand in 2025, the Tata Group as a conglomerate is the biggest conglomerate in India. Now, conglomerate means a firm that combines in all the companies together, such as the Aditya Birla Group, the Tata Group, the Mahindra Group, a lot of these groups together. They form a lot of companies and then individually are called conglomerates. And yeah, so HDFC Bank, please remember, is the most valuable brand in India in 2025. Okay, quickly jumping to question number 4. Which city in India has the highest number of unicorn startups as of 2025? Please note the fact that this is relevant only for the year 2025. Do not take any biases into what's been the trend. Is it A, Mumbai, B, Hyderabad, C, New Delhi, and D, Bengaluru? Please comment in the chat box if you think there's the right answer. Okay. If you had to choose between two of these, which ones would it be? Okay, Viram Jain has already commented the right answer. The right answer, and Cat Meme Shorts has also commented the right answer. It is Bengaluru. Despite a lot of new push in Delhi NCR and Hyderabad, Bengaluru remains the undisputed leader, also called the unicorn capital of India. A very important word that you must know. The unicorn capital of India is Bengaluru, home to the large majority of startups. This followed directly in 2025 by New Delhi. So while Mumbai and Hyderabad used to leave the matter, in 2025, New Delhi has become the second now. But yes, the correct answer to this one is Bangalore. Let's go to the next question. Who is the youngest unicorn founder in India? From which of these startups? The youngest unicorn founder in India comes from which of these startups? This is, I think, the most important. If I were on the other side of the CMAT exam, board, if I was the convener, I'd make sure that this question is there, just to inspire people of, okay, Karan Mishra says it's option number A. Viram Jain says it's option number C, and Cat Meme Short says it's option number A. Okay, the right answer, exactly, Viram. Viram is exactly right. Zepto is the right answer. Uh, Zepto was founded by Aditya Palicha and Kevalya Vora, founders of the quick commerce giant Zepto. At the age of 22, at the age of 22, they were the youngest unicorn founders in India. Imagine having a startup that's worth more than 100 crores at the age of 22. Okay, which of the following is not a part of pestle analysis? I'm not. So pestle analysis is an analysis that we do to make sure that business outcomes have all perspectives included. Whenever you're trying to start a new startup, if you're trying to solve for a problem, in case you're stuck and not able to identify what could be the reason, a pestle analysis is very helpful in understanding what could be the different parameters that are affecting a specific problem. Which of these is not a part of the pestle analysis? Political context, ethical concerns, social values, or legal regulations? Okay, the comment section says that the answer is C or A. Let's see which of these it is. Uh, it's option number B, actually. Yes. So PESTEL stands for political, economic, social, technological, environmental, and legal factors. It does not include ethical concerns. This I intentionally made sure that I put a confusing option for you to understand that the E in PESTEL stands for economic and environmental and not ethical. So please make sure that you know all of these full forms very well. I think this was a tough one. A lot of people could not answer this in the comment section. Let's see how we do in question number 7 now. Which country adds the highest number of unicorn since last 3 years? So while we know in India, Bangalore is, the unicorn capital of the city of the country. Most of the startups come from Bangalore, but across the world, if you see which country adds the highest number of unicorns, and this is important for you to understand because this is not a question that is relevant to 2025. This is something that has been happening since the last 3 years consecutively. The chat box, again, is already filled with the right answer. That's right. United States of America, option number C, consistently adds the highest number of unicorns globally into total count and new additions, with China and India typically ranking second and third. So yeah, in case somebody asks you what is the rank of India, you would say US is number one, China is number two, and India is number three when it comes to adding the highest number of unicorns in the world every year. Let's go to question number 8 now. When is National Innovation Day celebrated? I hope you can eliminate at least one of these options very clearly. The National Innovation Day and the National Startup Day are not on the same day. I hope you can understand which option to eliminate. Again, any options that the viewers would like to comment on, which of these could be the right answer, or perhaps any way to remember? Okay, let's take this forward. The right answer is 15th of October. 15th of October is actually when Mr. Dr. APJ Kalam, the erstwhile president of India, was born. And as a remembrance of the birthday of our president, this National Innovation Day is celebrated, inspiring students. Considering the fact that Mr. APJ Abdul Kalam was a scientist himself and a president, it we owe a lot to him as the Rocket Man of India, and hence 15th October is National Innovation Day. You can remember it very clearly. Innovation comes before entrepreneurship, and since 16th of January is the startup day, one day before 16th is 15th. So 15th of October is National Innovation Day. Okay, we can jump to question number 9 now. Indian startups can claim, this is going to be a bit specific, right? Indian startups can claim 100% tax exemption for how many years? Anybody in the comment section can give their answer. Indian startups can claim 100% tax exemption for how many years? Is it A1, B2, C3, or D4? Okay, the correct answer is number of years is three. Indian startups actually can take eligibility criteria. It's not valid for all Indian startups, but majority of Indian startups following a specific eligibility criteria can take any 3 consecutive years within the first 10 years as tax exemption. This helps founders reinvest the kind of profits that they have gained into creating a bigger business for themselves. Okay, jumping to question number 10 now. A private company transitioning to a publicly traded entity listed on a stock exchange requires an IPO. What does IPO stand for? Anybody in the comment section would like to tell us what the IPO means? Is it A, index proposal option, B, initial proprietary offering, C, initial public offer, or D, index portfolio option? Okay, Viram Jain again has come out with the right answer. Correct answer is yes, option number C, initial public offering. Initial public offering refers to the process where private companies sell their shares to the public for the first time to raise equity capital from the public investors. The process of IPO transforms a privately owned company to a publicly owned company. That's why it's called an initial public offering. And hence, those were some 10 questions we already covered. That's right, Res Gamer 759. IPO is the right answer. Let's move forward and just make sure that in the last few days that we've left, we'll quickly summarize and cover all these that we have. Let's go through all the live series that I've already documented. Please understand all the master concepts. have a very clear understanding of what all of those words mean, learn about the lot of government schemes that I've talked about, especially the five ones that I've already mentioned. Please learn case studies and develop more general knowledge in terms of understanding what kind of businesses is an example of which kind of a business. Practice PYQs as much as possible. You can go to toprankers.com. Just go to the CMAT section, get some PYQs from our website, and if you want to, in case, enroll with us for the preparation program, that also works well with us. I've already shared the discount coupon for the same. Please stay updated. Keep reading the newspaper every once in a while, especially the Business Times or the Economic Times of India or the Hindu to be updated on these, and keep giving mock tests just to have a faster approach, not just for the innovation and entrepreneurship section, but for a lot of other sections as well. Time management is extremely important. We have a total of 25 minutes for the INE section during the exam. That is roughly 25 to 30 seconds at max for you to attempt each of these questions. You should not be spending a lot of time there. Attempt easier definition questions first and then move to case studies. And don't get stuck on difficult questions. I think it's extremely important for you to realize if you know the answer, you will know it in the first second that you do. Otherwise, you won't know the answer. It's very plain and simple square. You can't, it's not like mathematics that you'll at some point or time figure out if you'll be able to solve the equation or not. If you know it, you know it. If you don't, you don't. So don't waste a lot of time on a specific question. And as a last part to the series, I wish you all a very, very best of luck from SuperGrads by Top Rankers. Just know that there will be 20 questions that you will need to attempt on this specific topic. You can score 4 marks in each of them, giving you 80 marks, and extremely important and a very well scoring section, I must say. The topics covered would be entrepreneurship, innovation, business models, funding, IPR, government schemes. We've covered all of these in this five-part series, and you are now ready to crack the exam. We will also talked about the question types, MCQs, definitions, case studies, assertion, reasoning, and matching. You are in a position to be handling any of those clearly now that you understand the concepts well. And the difficulty level again is going to be easy to moderate with the focus on concepts. And we've already covered all the major concepts in this session. I hope this session was useful for you. Please subscribe the Supergrads by Top Rankers YouTube channel. We keep coming out with more such free content, and do join us for the Admit Sure or the GDPI preparation series. Once you've cracked your exams for the upcoming college admissions, we'll make sure that we set you for the right foot forward. My name is Vijyaditya Singh from Supergrads by Top Rankers. I lead the vertical. If you have any questions, please feel to ask right now. If you have any questions, just comment them in the chat box and I'll be glad to take them. Okay, thanks. Yeah, thanks. It's my pleasure, Sonali. Thank you for watching. Um, and yeah, thanks a lot, everybody, for joining. I hope this was helpful for you. This is my referral code again in case you want to enroll with us. Uh, and yeah, see you all again very soon. All the best for the upcoming exam. Bye bye.